Indifference is not a lack of emotion. It's the refusal to let emotion become your leash. We live in a world that thrives on your reaction, your outrage, your approval, your need to be seen. But what happens when you stop reacting? What happens when you become unreachable? Let's be honest. Modern life is a marketplace of attention. Every app, every ad, every person is bidding for your emotional currency. And most people? They're bankrupt. They've spent their energy on arguments that don't matter, on people who don't care, on validation that evaporates the moment it's received. Indifference is not apathy. It's economic intelligence. It's knowing that your attention is finite and treating it like gold. You were taught to care, to be nice, to be agreeable. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of what we call niceness is just emotional compliance. It's not kindness. It's fear. Fear of being disliked. Fear of being alone. Fear of being misunderstood. Indifference breaks that cycle. It says, I don't need to be liked to be whole. I don't need to be understood to be valid. That's not cruelty. That's psychological adulthood. Here's the psychology of non-reactivity to put things into perspective. In psychology, there's a concept called emotional reactivity. It's how quickly and intensely you respond to emotional triggers. Highly reactive people are easy to manipulate. They're predictable. They're programmable. But the indifferent person? They're a black box. You don't know what gets to them. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what they'll do next. And that mystery, that silence, is terrifying and powerful. Because in a world addicted to noise, silence is dominance. Let's talk about relationships. How then does indifference play a role in relationships? Not the fairy tale kind. The real ones. The messy, human, power-laced ones. Indifference doesn't mean you don't care. It means you don't cling. It means you can love someone and still walk away if your boundaries are crossed. It means you can be present without being possessed. It's the difference between connection and codependence. And most people don't know the difference. Indifference is not about being cold. It's about being centered. It's about having an inner compass that doesn't spin every time someone else has an opinion. It's about choosing your battles, choosing your silence, choosing your peace. Because when you stop reacting to everything, you start responding to what actually matters. And that's when you become dangerous. Not because you're violent, but because you're unmoved.